Now, I love plants. And we all know I know nothing about plants. But Rosie had an idea about making a, tell them what your idea was,
What we're
Rosie.
going to make today is a vertical clay pot flower arrangement. And it's really good for if you like shrubs, tree shrubs to sit outside your home. This is going to be lovely on either side of your entryways.
Okay.
So what we
Let's
do first
begin.
is we take, we have a 16-inch clay pot, and we're going to put a dowel in the center of it, and then we're going to fill it with dirt. And we're going to be using the moisture control because we know that you don't really like to water
plants.
So that will help you with the watering, and we're going to use some of the organic choice potting mix. And what I normally do is I interchange my layers of the organic potting mix, and then we'll put a little bit more of the moisture control, so that way we'll have interchangeable levels of this in here.
All right, next, Rosie, we need to put another terracotta. You know, these things are heavy,
Yeah,
Rosie.
they're pretty heavy. So you want to make sure that you already have it basically sitting in the spot that you're going to arrange it. And this is a 12-inch.
This is a 12. Now, this one is a what?
This one is a 16-inch.
So you start off with a 16-inch
12,
and then 12-inch.
Okay, and now we're going to fill it. Okay, now we're ready to put the 10-inch.
10-inch?
Uh-huh.
All right, hold that for me, Rosie.
And we'll do the same thing. Put the soil in here. So we'll put some organic.
And then some Miracle Grow.
There you go.
Next is the 8-inch, right?
Yes.
All right.
And then at this point, what we'll do is start putting the plants in the color arrangements that we've came up with. And what we'll do is do it at least 2 inches apart from each other.
Okay, Rosie, we've completed the task. You know, I forgot to ask you, what kind of flowers are these?
Well, these are cousins to the petunias. And normally when our customers come into Home Depot, they ask for the super bells. And that would be because...
Oh, the design of the flower.
Right, it looks just like a bell.
It really does.
And the Latin name for it, they're called calabrosias. All we have to do is just make sure we keep it watered.
With a little spray bottle?
Right, just mist it a little bit and everything will be fine. And one of the things here at Home Depot, you can do it and we can help. And guess what, Yvette? It's time for you to clean up. Bye.
Rosie? Rosie? You all go to break? I'll be right back. I'm going to call Herbie Lee to finish this up, okay? All righty. Rosie left me here by myself. To my left is the owner and founder of Ridall Pest Control, and he's going to give us a few tips on what we need to know, what we need to look for as far as pest control. How you doing, Brian?
Good, Yvette. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Now, earlier today you were telling me that there were 3 stages to the program?
3 steps to any proper pest program.
Okay, and they are?
The first step is inspection. The next step is preparing the site. And finally is proper treatment.
Okay, let's talk about inspection. I was surprised to know that mulch plays a part in that.
Mulch is a very big part of maintaining a proper pest program. Most people have their mulch way too high in their home. What we suggest is that you don't want it any thicker than your hand within arm's distance, or no thicker than 4 inches within 2 feet. If the mulch stays thicker than that, it will actually crust over and the bottom part of the mulch will remain moist. So you've got moisture and food, and just a matter of time before the termites find their way into the home.
Okay, I think that's a great point. Now, ground to wood contact. I had a little problem with that. Now,
Yes,
why don't you explain that to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what you want, whether the wood is actually part of the home, or it could be some scrap wood or firewood directly adjacent to the home, you never want wood to touch the ground. Simply because what that does is provide a way for the termites to come up through the ground, and you won't see the termites actually coming up from the ground. So what you want, again, is about the thickness of your hand, or about 4 inches, a space between whether it's firewood stacked up off the ground or the siding of a home away from the ground as well.
Okay, well, you heard it first from our expert at Ridall Pest Control. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Rosie. Today we're going to talk about some of the magnificent flooring deals and choices that we offer here at the Home Depot at our Poplar and True store. One of those great deals would be our bamboo Home Legend flooring. It is easy to install, it has a high-end look, and also it is environmentally friendly. The first plank will nail in, and after that, everything else slides right in just like a puzzle. So all we'll do is just slide this right in. Takes just a little bit of adhesive underneath each plank, and everything's in. Here are the tools needed in order to complete your bamboo flooring. One of the great things about Home Depot is every project for the do-it-yourselfer, we offer books to help you in making sure that you're doing it correctly. Now this is one of Yvette's top choices. It is our 12 by 12 multi-classic slate. As a product of nature, no two stones are alike. It is environmentally safe and it's quick and easy to install. Now this is one of the perfect do-it-yourself projects. These are the tools that you'll need for installing your tile. And one of the most important things when you're laying slate is that you use a penetrating sealer. It repels oil, resists mold and mildew, and it's an easy cleanup. So for your next do-it-yourself project, think Home Depot.
Another wonderful back-to-school product is this GPS. Now, this is TomTom. I love this because everybody knows that I get lost. Homer, you know that. But this is awesome for a child if they don't know, well, not a child, but a college person who's going off to school and they might not know how to get to school, they're driving, or for a parent like myself that's lost and don't know how to get there. Tell them about the TomTom.
Well, the TomTom gives you an opportunity to navigate to locations that you might not be too familiar with.
In town and out of town, right?
In town and out of town. It has a map that's built in for the U.S. as well as Canada. Wherever you go, it automatically sends a signal to the device, lets you in on what your specific location is, and gives you the opportunity to choose destinations that are either in your area or wherever you want to get to with a specific address.
Because I like what you told me about along the way, they have gas stations, restaurants, shopping malls, everything that a college student might want to do to spend a little money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We also have a memory card here that will give you an opportunity to save music, pictures, different things like that that you might want to add to the GPS. You can play your music from an FM transmitter that is based into this device to a radio station that you have on your radio in the car. So you also can connect the iPod as well.
Thank you so much, Homer.
No problem.
Homer is my favorite computer guy, so you'll be seeing more of him.
When you call about a problem with bugs or rodents, you don't want to discover that you've called across the country to schedule a technician to arrive. Ridall Pest Control is locally owned. Our knowledgeable technicians are dispatched from Memphis area locations. Locally owned, Memphis area locations, same-day applications, affordable flat rates. Ridall Pest Control, getting rid of all your bugs at an affordable price. Call us today.
The Hope Academy is an enrichment and enhancement program geared to 13 to 15-year-olds, which aims to raise the personal expectations and outcomes of young males.